Taittiriya Upanishad. Om Yasmadhyatam Jagat Sarvam Yasminneva Praliyate Yene Dandharyate Chaiva Tasmai Jnanatmane Namaha. Yerime Guruvahi Purvam Vadavakya Pramanataha Vyakyataha Sarva Vedantaha Tan Nityam Pranadosmyaham Taittiriya Kasarasya Mayacharya Prasadataha Vispashtartharachenam He Vyakyayam Sampraniyate. ओम अथ शांति मंत्रः ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ओम शांति 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 अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानंदवल्ली शांति मंत्रः ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, let us enjoy chanting our sixth Anuvakam. And we have begun an introduction of that yesterday. Some portion also we saw, and how enchanting, beautiful the Bhashyam doing the Brahma Tattva Vicharana. In that we have started seeing it. It's very engrossing for the sincere seekers who intellectually want to delve deep in the contemplation. Om Atha Shasthonuvagah Om Asanneva Sabhavati Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet Asti Brahmeti Chet Veda Santamenam Tato Vidurite Tasyaisha Eva Sharira Atma Yah Purvasya Athatonu Prashnah उता विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चन गच्छति आहो विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चित् समश्नुता शोकामयत बहुस्यां प्रजा येते सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा इदगं सर्वमसृजत यदिदं किञ्च तत् सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशतो तदनुप्रविश्य सच्चत्यच्चाभवत् निरुक्तं च निरुक्तं च निलयनं च निलयनं च विज्ञानं च विज्ञानं च सत्यं चानृतं च सत्यमभवत् यदिदं किञ्च तत्सत्यमित्याचक्षते तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. ओम शांति Shanti Shanti. Friends, in this sixth Anuvaka, the first portion is the Rigveda explanation regarding the Anandamaya Kosha. More importantly, the Anandamaya Kosha's Pucham called as Brahma Tattva. In that, those who say he is not there, they will themselves will be asattu. Those who say Brahman is there, not only they reach to Brahma, but they'll be acknowledged as great by already those who have reached. We will see that exhaustively with Bhashyam. This is the first portion that is covered. Second one, conclusion like every kosha, this is the kosha which is the Atma of the earlier kosha, that is Vijnanamaya. So that is just touched so that sequence of thought which is developed in every Anuvaka, wherein every kosha explained to be the Atma of the earlier kosha, that is being concluded. Now, after listening to all these five koshas, then the disciple asks the question, Athatha Anuprashnaha. So, then the Prashna Jignasa, Prashna Mimamsa, Bhashyakara will develop and show us. So, in that, the three questions will be asked. Is Brahman existing or not? Then, is that Vidwan reaches him or not? Vidwan. Is that Vidwan reaches or not? These are the three exhaustively with the question and answer, lot of explanation. Adi Shankara Bhagavan gives us, we'll try to understand it. Thereafter, then the Pravesha Shruti, Srushti Shruti, wherein how from this Parabrahma the Srushti has come. And what exactly the definition of Srushti according to Vedanta. It's a beautiful, enchanting thing. This is the most profound and sublime things of Vedanta. If you and I can some repeated time study and understand, thereafter we'll never be either enchanted or attracted or attracting or cheated by the world. Once for all, that Vicharana, avasadhana of the samsara and avidya happens, and towards Brahma, Gamanam happens. So, we will start nearing to Brahma Tattva. So, all that Prashna Uttari is being explained. In that, Prashna Uttari ho gaya, Srishti ho gaya, having made the whole world, how he himself enters into the world and takes many, many positions or shapes and conducts the entire drama of the world, that is proved. So, in the magnanimity of this understanding, the minute ego of ours is dissolved in that, accepting the fact that in and through us also what is working is same truth and reality. Thus, we are never ever away from, apart from, independent of that absolute reality. So, this is how this sixth Anuvaka, and you are seeing every Anuvaka in its own way, so beautiful, so complete. First one itself, Brahma Vidapnoti Param Tadesha Bhukta Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma, all that we have seen. Then the second one about the Annamaya Kosha, I started explaining. Third one Prana, fourth one Omana, then the fourth Manomaya, and fifth one Vijnanamaya. Each of the kosha is so exhaustive. फिफ्थ वन तो हमने देखा विज्ञानमय कोश का ब्रह्म उपासना करने से हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ फल विल कम Sharire Papmano Hitva Sarvan Kaman Samashruta. Second part of that was Anandamaya Kosha. That is being concluded here. Then this Prashnottari, then Srushti. This is how these Upanishad tries to make our intellects more and more matured and understanding about Parabrahma, about Srushti, about all jivas, about ourselves, about our own ignorance and how do we get bound and how the knowledge has to be gained or understood and used, how to come out of the bandhanam. These are all intellectual. In this way, transcending the gross and involvement in the gross and taking the gross alone is real too. Involving in the subtle, contemplating on the subtle, knowing that the subtle is the one from where the glass has come, thus becoming more and more subtle oriented in thinking, in understanding, in living is called as Vedanta or spirituality. And the subtle then all is Parabrahma. If you can contemplate only on Parabrahma and recognize his presence and experience it, we have reached the spiritual final perfection. And as much we are from the gross to the subtler, we are traveling to that extent. Gross occupies very less, subtle occupies more and more. So we become bigger and bigger and expansive in our understanding and acceptance. Means what? We from the very individual level to the universal level, we evolve. So these two things put together in short is spirituality. What is that? From the grosser to the subtler to the subtlemost, so to from the individual to the universal. This is what is spiritual journey if you want to put into words. Gross to subtle, individual to universal. Total or universal. Because the subtlemost is Brahman, that alone is universally pervading, permeating, and we are that. That universal me, but that subtler than subtlest me, have come to identify with the very gross and which is only at very small place. Is it not? Grass or ekastha, they have say. Then that is why this suffocation. This suffocation will never end if we continue in this way in a gross and individual identity. Only when we expand to the universal and gross to subtler, that the problems at the grosser individual level will slowly get dissolved. And such a common sense in the universal, subtlemost thing being infinite, there can't be any problem. छोटे में ही सारे समस्याएं होते हैं, बड़े में समस्या होते नहीं। अब सबसे बड़े हैं तो Is it not? Brahma is सबसे बड़ा, इसलिए ब्रह्म बोलते हैं उनको, बृहत्वात् ब्रह्म. There cannot be any problem, any misery. Problem, misery comes because of limitations. Limitations are there for the smaller things, grosser things. Subtler things, they don't have any problem. So, in this way, let us expand our understanding. Now, we have seen yesterday. Let us do everything from the beginning of Shashtonuvakaha Bhashyam. Give me chance, take you also chance. Try to feel the meaning of that, even though it is once more repeated. So, what is the main mantra? Asan eva sa bhavati. Asad Brahma iti chet Veda or Veda chet. The one who begins itself with a Brahman is non-existent. Asan eva bhavati. He himself becomes Asat. This is the gross absolute literal meaning. Asat Brahma iti Veda chet asan eva sa bhavati. If he thinks that Brahman is non-existent, he is Asat. How Bhashyakara gives the meaning of this is most beautiful. So Asan Eva means not exactly physically non-existent and disappears. Asan Eva means Asat Samaha Eva. Asat Samaha Eva is as equivalent as non-existent only. Yatha, how do you say? Asan sa Purushartha Sambandhi Evam. The real meaning of what Shrutimata is to say when it says that he is asat non-existence means non-existent nahi hai, but non-existent ke saman hai. As good as is not existing. What do you mean by as good as non-existing? Can you little more grossified? Yeah, that person is said to be as good as non-existing if he is not doing purushartha. This is both either in what do you say, dharma artha kama purushartha this side, so too in the moksha purushartha. Is it not? If somebody is not working for his own artha prapti, his own kama prapti, and his own dharma prapti, he is as good of as a non-existent only. Is it not? Because the non-existing or inert things don't have this purushartha. Therefore, a person who doesn't do something and achieve something, it is as good as is non-existent. Because the insignia of life is Purushartha, and through Purushartha, the Purushartha Prapti. So, Artha Purushartha Prayatna se Artha Purushartha Prapti, Kama Purushartha Prayatna se Kama Purushartha Prapti, Dharma Purushartha se Prayatna se Dharma Purushartha. But here the subject being Upanishad, Upanishad's subject being Brahman, Brahma being the moksha purushartha. Therefore, here na purushartha sambandhi means na moksha purushartha sambandhi. So, he will not be having the sambandha with the sadhanas which lead to the moksha purushartha prapti. That is the meaning when Shruti Mata says Saha Asan Bhavati. Means is as good as not at all existing for moksha purushartha. This is the meaning of Asanneva Sabhavat. So, Asan Eva, Asat Samaha Eva, Yata Asan, Na Purushartha Sambandhi, Evam Saha Bhavati, Apurushartha Sambandhi. So, you will never have association with Purushartha means you will not even have a dream and thought also of doing that Purushartha at all. In fact, who is that fellow about whom you are saying he has no association at all with the Purushartha, total dissociation? The answer is Kaha asau yaha asad avidyamanam brahma iti veda vidanati chet yadi. If at all he considers that the Brahma Asat means avidyamanam, non-existent, Brahma, the Brahma Tattwa, iti Veda Vijanat. If he just accept himself in himself that the Brahma is not at all existing, not at all there, such person becomes apurushartha sambandhi. Is it not? The existence itself is not accepted. In fact, there are some things where I accept the existence, but you are not interested in that. Therefore, you don't do your purushartha to obtain that. Like a medical student, he knows there is arts are there, commerce arts are there, other technical subjects are there. But will he become the Purushartha Sambandhi with regard to those studies? इज ए मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल डॉक्टर. उसको ला के किताबें आपने गिफ्ट दिया, टेक्नोलॉजी के बुक्स आपने दिया, बुक्स विल बी देयर, यू विल सी दे आर देयर सत्य, बट टुवर्ड दैट अपुरुषार्थ संबंधी. व्हाई? बिकॉज फॉर हिम इट इज नॉट एट ऑल इंटरेस्टेड, ही इज मेडिकल स्टूडेंट. है ना? अगर एक वस्तु को आप चाहते ही नहीं हो, तो आप तब भी उसके प्रति जाते ही नहीं, मीन्स अपुरुषार्थ संबंधी बनते हैं. On the other hand, if you accept something is not at all existing, ये उसका ख्याल भी नहीं आता. This will be further elaborated after a paragraph. After this is seen. So, the one who accepts Brahman is non-existing. He will become na Purushartha Sambandhi regarding the Praptya Brahman, because in the beginning and very outset only he says Brahman is Nasti. That's the meaning of Asad Brahma iti Veda Chet Asan.